Assuming there is a soul for each of us, and I believe there is, it's just one per body, and when your body's gone, your soul goes with it into eternity. There is no one who is going to give you a second chance to find and accept the one and only truth for the eternity to come. Your humanly efforts in trying to be good will count for nothing in eternity. This is because every one of the 8 billion people in this world have their own definition of what their best efforts are in this world and what they would consider to be good or to be bad. If everyone has their own definition of human life for both adults and children and how they and others should live it, then how can there be a reliable definition when it comes to what we think about that subject as mortal human beings? Who is right and who is wrong? If we think that killing or hurting someone is a good thing to do, who can say it's not a good thing to do? The person getting hurt or killed. When a Jewish person in Israel kills a Muslim in Gaza, or in Iran, or anywhere in the world, and says they were just defending themselves against the enemy, who is defining that action as good? Is it actually good or is it actually bad? When a Muslim person kills a Jewish person and says they were defending themselves or resisting the enemy, and they think what they are doing is good, who is defining that action as good? War is never good, and killing people in war is never good. Many of those soldiers are like us. They have families, friends, and just want to live in peace. But in war, they are fighting and maybe taking their last breath in this life. Killing and destroying can end that war, but to say that killing anyone is good is wrong. War is usually country against country or culture against culture, and usually for land and for control. War tears people apart, and millions of soldiers and innocent people take their last breath and enter into eternity, forever. That's just one of millions of examples where one person thinks something that is being done is good, and another person thinks are bad. And yet both people think their individual actions are good and right. Can they both be right? Is there a mediator or someone in complete authority here on earth who can say that one side is good and the other side is bad? Or one person is right and another person is wrong, and then everyone agrees? That kind of authority on this earth and in this life does not exist and will never exist. Why is that? Why can't we just get along and love and care for each other? After all, aren't we all born good and we just learn to do bad things? The bottom line of life is, none of us are good and none of us are born good. If that were true and you believe in the evolution of humans, then human life would have already evolved by now to be completely good so that we could all survive, thrive, and care about each other. But that has not come close to happening, and we are no nearer to that pipe dream than we were when human life first began. As human beings, we will never achieve goodness and perfection while we are in this life. No human being, not even the Dalai Lama or the Pope, will be able to do that and achieve perfection or have special human status in death, and no one ever has. Your doctor won't be able to help you in death, nor will you be able to help your friends, your spouse, or your kids. Your money, your earthly deeds, and your success, nobody and nothing will be able to save you from eventual death and your eternity to come. Once we take our last breath and are dead and gone, then it is only in eternity that we will exist, one way or the other. But where in eternity will you be and what will happen to you? Do you care? Should you care? And do you ever think about it? You should. When you take your last breath one day, you will leave this life for a place you have never been to and will never leave, ever. There will be no more TV, no more movies, no more driving your car, riding your bike, no more taking a walk, no more anything in the way you have known it in this life. Who has ever lived and died in this world will eventually be forgotten as the years go on, 100, 200, 300 years or more from now. In the long run, we are only dust, and nothing will stop that. Our importance and existence will one day be evaporated, and all that will be remaining of us are photos and our videos, and maybe a few things we owned, assuming those things survive over the years. People prepare all their lives for their futures as they grow up. They get an education, they meet friends, they have families, they get a job or career, their families grow up, and many put in a lot of effort to keep it all going while growing as a person. But many people do not prepare for or think about the end. They just let it happen. And that really doesn't make any sense. It's as if they just bury their head in sand and don't look around them, or they just take their chances on a good outcome after they die. But luck won't help you then. Once upon a time in the United States back in 1901, well over 1 century ago, we had a famous and popular president named Theodore Roosevelt, who was a US president for 8 years. Teddy, as he was known, was an amazing person who did many famous and adventurous things during his lifetime that is still known until this day. He was considered a very important president of the United States. In fact, the stuffed teddy bear that has become popular with kids and adults for many decades was originally named after and because of President Teddy Roosevelt. True story. Teddy gave fiery speeches and had big opinions on how to run the country. A lot of people liked him, and as with all presidents, some people did not like him. His face, along with 3 other important US president faces, is even carved into the rock on Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. The reason I mention Teddy Roosevelt is because he was considered bigger than life by many people in those days. But even Teddy eventually died in his sleep at the age of just 60 years old. Theodore Roosevelt has a very interesting life story, and it is worth reading about. The people who were alive in those days and who were influenced by that president were real people who breathed and lived a human life, just like you and me. Millions of people were alive back then, and now they are all dead. All of them. Every single person in photos of President Teddy Roosevelt, watching him give a speech or standing near him, are dead and buried long ago. They were once here, and now they are gone. They had lives just like we do, but their lives are over, and each one entered into eternity, including Teddy Roosevelt. It does not matter who you were, where and when you lived, or what you did. You will enter into an eternity forever, one way or the other. When you take your last breath, make sure you are ready and have reached out for and accepted the truth that will set you free. Then you can have the assurance you need so that you know where you will be for all of eternity. Don't make an eternal mistake that you will regret forever. If you want more colors, more light, more beauty and love when your life is all over, instead of a dark pit of loneliness forever, then please ask me how you can have it. I can show you the way. Eternity is coming. Taking your chances on where you will be forever will not turn out good for you.